Welcome to your Ethereum news briefing by ethdaily.io. Here's your latest. Espresso Systems proposes a sequencer design for Aztec, Coinbase launches wallet as a service to Mainnet, Offchain Labs writes a working fraud prover for Stylus, and Matcha introduces Matcha Auto. All this and more from ETH Daily starts right now. Espresso Systems proposed Espresso Martini, a decentralized sequencer protocol for Aztec network. Martini offers near-instant transaction pre-confirmations, assuming an honest majority of at least 67% of the node set. Currently, rollups achieve finality once the Layer 1 rollup contract is updated, which can take over 20 minutes. Under the proposed design, user transactions are submitted by rollup clients to a consensus protocol, which provides an instant pre-confirmation to the user. A sequencer then builds a rollup block and submits it to Layer 1. The proposal also mentions restaking with EigenLayer, which would enable similar node security to Ethereum. Earlier this month, Aztec Network opened a request for proposals for decentralized sequencer designs. Aztec is seeking designs that are Sybil-resistant, feature hardware requirements similar to Ethereum validators, create a rollup at every slot, and offer anonymity. Proposed solutions should also be feasible within the next year. Coinbase launched its wallet-as-a-service product to Mainnet. The service allows app developers to build a username and password onboarding experience for users. Wallet-as-a-service features a recovery system powered by multi-party computation-based wallets, which are used to divide, encrypt, and distribute keys across multiple parties. Wallet-as-a-service uses a 2-of-2 threshold signing scheme. Key shares are stored within Coinbase and on the enclave of an end user's device. Users can create, access, and restore their wallets without interacting with seed phrases. Wallet as a service was initially released on testnet in March of this year. Offchain Labs successfully wrote a working fraud prover for Stylus, which is a new programming environment that introduces WASM smart contracts. With support for WASM, developers can deploy Arbitrum smart contracts written in Rust, C++, and C. Arbitrum Nitro uses the WASM program for interactive fraud proofs on Layer 1. The implementation uses two synchronously composable virtual machines to handle the new languages and define the system's state transition function. Offchain Labs calls the addition of a second virtual machine as EVM+. According to the company, Stylus programs are faster than their Solidity counterparts. A testnet for Stylus will be released in the coming months. Matcha, a decentralized exchange by 0x Protocol, introduced a new transaction mode called Matcha Auto. The new mode provides faster trades, reduces failed trades, and uses meta transactions to abstract gas fees. Matcha executes transactions and embeds gas fees into the trade, removing the need for users to hold native gas tokens. The new mode was released as part of a wider upgrade to Matcha. Matcha now sources liquidity from over 100 dexes, features indexing for over 3.7 million tokens, and supports trading on 8 chains. The upgrade also introduces support for signing gas-free token approvals. And lastly, Coinbase released criteria for the mainnet release of its Base optimistic rollup. Base has already tested a regolith hard fork and completed an infrastructure review with optimism. The remaining criteria includes the OP Bedrock upgrade, the completion of security audits without critical severity issues, and demonstrated testnet stability. Once Base is deployed to mainnet, it plans to host a Genesis window open to developers ahead of a public rollout. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories from ETH Daily. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us on Twitter at ETHDaily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.